Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name's Jeff, and I played Demetrius Norden.
My name's Aaron, and I am playing Brother Benedict.
This is Johnny playing Jorus Glave.
And this is Jeremy playing Grayson Digby.
And I'm Jordan, and I am GMing. So you all are going down the oubliette of aphonic excruciation. You are now just entering after an hour's worth of play. And you seem to have found a very interesting ladder.
I don't like this ladder.
You don't like this ladder. It seems to corkscrew around.
Well, we had a theory about that, and we'll now figure out what theory is correct.
Yes.
All right.
So Jorus is leading the way, right?
Yes.
Jorus is leading the way.
Feels very corkscrewy, like it did before.
Yes.
Who's going next?
Benedict will go next.
Grayson nudges Demetrius. Boom.
Demetrius just shakes his head and follows after.
Okay. You go last, I'm assuming?
Yes, Grayson does go last.
Okay.
He was against this plan in the first place.
Well, now you have 3 bodies between you and below.
Yes.
He means you have no bodies between you and above.
That's true.
Well,
Think about that.
but there is one body above.
Yes, there's a body above.
There is.
Just waiting to drop out of the sky and hit you all.
No, we'll get caught in the spiral
Yeah.
that we don't know is there yet.
Or do we?
Speaking of spiral, you all know that it's there now.
All of us.
Everybody feels it?
All 4 of them.
And as Benedict starts to realize that, he kind of doesn't say that, but kind of tilt his head back and,
No, actually, we don't, because it's dark.
oh yeah.
But everybody now realizes what I was trying to tell them.
Yes.
He wasn't a crazy man.
Well, he is, but...
Alright. I get to the first offshoot,
Okay.
and I pull out the compass.
Okay.
And what does it say?
The compass is dead.
Like, nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, the queen's dead. Let's go home.
I didn't say the queen was dead.
I know, I'm joking. That was a joke.
I look down the offshoot. What do I see with my dark vision?
Looks like it goes and makes a circle. It wouldn't
It would
go
curve?
continue out. It would curve immediately.
Okay, but it doesn't make a circle. There's not a 2 on the opposite side of it.
No.
So, you get off on the offshoot and it goes right and left?
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like it would just circle around.
Circle around the shaft.
From what I can see from here.
Correct.
I hate to be that guy.
But you are that guy.
Are you going to step on him?
I mean, how do we know?
We don't. That's the thing. I was thinking that as well.
How do we know when someone's stopping?
We don't.
Yeah.
So is it just kind of
We run into them.
so we're going slow, and so I would slowly be.
Alright, so if you step on my hands, when my hands reach up and tap your leg.
Okay. And then I pull back, and then Demetrius steps on my hands, and I tap his leg.
Etc. Etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay! No one's stepping on my hands.
And someone's grabbing your ankle.
But now we have a signal to say, hey, I'm stopping.
Okay.
That's not my ankle.
No. Or you can just, throw it on the ladder and it might ripple up to us.
We'd all feel it, I think.
But would you have thought of that, is the question.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I would have.
Alright, I climb off into the offshoot. I don't let you know that I'm moving. So, as far as you know, I'm still stopped underneath of you.
So we're just chilling.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
How far down till it's the branch off?
About 5 feet.
About 5 feet? Alright, I look down either branch.
Okay, as soon as your foot hits the metal floor of the offshoot, it looks like a ring of light illuminates the ceiling. And it actually branches off into the
side.
little offshoot where you're standing.
Yeah.
Does that light spill out into the...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Benedict's going to follow and get off on that same offshoot.
Do both of you get off the same offshoot?
Since that's where
Yeah.
the light is, yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
How does that affect your dark vision?
You know, it doesn't say in here how the light affects it. Dark vision. Target can see 60 feet in the dark.
So it doesn't say anything about light.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Once we're all off, I check the compass again.
It doesn't show you anything.
Doesn't show anything. Okay. I look at everybody, look down the left tunnel, look down the right tunnel, ask with my eyes.
Yeah, Grayson just shrugs.
It's like Benedict shrugs.
Since the lights came on, I'm actually going to try to say something.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, stuff floats out of your mouth and
Yeah.
clings to the ceiling.
I thought it would, but just checking. Yeah.
Grayson shakes his head.
Demetrius points left or right, whichever. He points down one way,
Which way?
the right way.
So we head to the right.
or is that the
correct
way?
Yeah. He points with his right arm.
Okay, so you want to go towards the right.
Yes. We'll go right and see if we end up left.
So as you are heading to the right, you start seeing doors along the outside of the corridor.
Is it continuously curving still?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything distinguishing about these doors?
Yes, they are metal. There are slits that can be pulled back in the doors.
Like viewing slits?
No.
Or
Like large enough to pass a bolt through.
Feeding slots.
Potentially see into it.
Yes, you
if
would.
if there was light in there. I continue walking
Okay.
because I want to see if it actually is a circle.
Okay.
Well, if y'all want to check the slits or anything, that's up to you. But I'm gonna keep walking.
Are there locks on these doors on the outside?
There are handles on the door. On the
Are
outside.
there keyholes?
No. There are...
I'm going to start looking through slots.
Okay.
Gingerly opening and peering in, ready to pull out of the way or something to fly out or reach out.
Okay. Do you have a search?
I do.
Okay.
I can roll that.
I like rolling things.
10, 14. Are we still blessed?
We'll say that bless has gone away at this point because of the amount of time it took to figure out the ladder.
Okay. So 15.
You see...
Skills.
You see a broken grandfather clock.
You're going to open up one and see a mirror.
Oh no. Honestly, Grayson probably would have started checking.
Okay. So you want to check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was his thinking of gonna try and open one. He wanted to see what's inside it first. So that's why he was looking at their
Okay.
locks. Nope, probably not.
I'm
14.
going to close the one that I opened and move to the next one.
Okay.
Grayson got a 14.
You see, when you open it up, a fairy woman sitting in a rocking chair, holding a baby, rocking back and forth. I love you so much, little Grayson.
He's gonna shut it and then go to find Jorus. And just keep walking.
We couldn't hear anything though, could we? Or
Oh,
could he?
It was a thought. It was like a mental projection.
Did I realize that I was hearing it in my head, or did it?
You couldn't figure that out. It's a thought that doesn't feel like your own.
Okay. Yeah, so Grayson shuts it and doesn't say anything, obviously, but just kind of looks, and Jorus went that way. He's gonna forget the doors now and just keep going.
Nope, 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 nope.
Benedict would have seen that reaction
Yes.
and checked to see what caused it.
Okay.
And so Benedict's going to open the slot and take a look. Except I don't have to. 8.
You see your father with a bullwhip.
Benedict reacts very similar. Only confused because why did Grayson react to my dad with a bullwhip, slide it, and follow along, like shaking his head, like.
I'm still checking.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let the clock get to me.
So some other images that you see your shop burned to the ground.
Close it and move to the next one calmly. Not letting these things get under my skin.
You see Grayson's dead body.
I continue looking at it for a while.
Its eyes are burned out.
And I look down the hall towards...
Oh, and also it has the teeth of a carnivore.
Slowly slides it shut. Then opens it again.
Still there.
Slowly slides it shut. And then starts following them in earnest.
You pass a door that has no slot.
Wait, did it?
All of you guys.
Well, you weren't even focused on
I
the
wasn't
door,
focusing
so-
on the doors. No.
Grayson would pause at the door.
It's
And-
different.
Yeah, and the same, just a handle, but just with no slot.
That's correct.
He's gonna wait for someone to catch up to him. Since Jorus has obviously passed him.
Benedict catches up with him.
And he
So
motions to the door and like points, like does the box of the slot on the door and kind of puts his hands up and is like,
what?
Yeah, Benedict kind of looks at the one next to it, or the closest one, and looks back and makes it like a questioning face.
Grayson points at the handle, gestures like he's gonna reach out, and holds his other hand up, like
Any question?
questioning if that is something we might want to do.
The GM gives you a thumbs up.
And Benedict sees the GM giving a
Never trust that guy.
Benedict would, in all reality, kind of shrug and get out, get his staff ready just in case something comes out of the door.
And Demetrius will see him getting his staff ready and you standing with your hand hovering over the door handle and walk up next to, or near, like behind Brother Benedict. Out of range of being whacked with a stick.
Because then you might start screaming, and who knows what'll happen.
Exactly.
Have I discovered if it's a full circle yet?
You have. You've come around behind them.
Okay.
Does he see it? He walks around and sees his weapons ready and Grayson reaching out to a door handle.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on, but I draw my sword.
It's so weird to have draw your sword without any scraping against the
It
scabbard.
is. Like, I still feel it, but...
Right.
Yes.
Open in, open out,
Open out.
open out. Well, okay. Grayson grabs it, opens it, stands behind the door.
Nothing comes out.
What do we see?
It's completely empty.
Are the lights in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Except the walls. It's hard to describe. They look like mirrors, but not made out of quicksilver.
It's a fun house.
No, like you don't see your own reflection.
They look like they're covered with glass, though. Metal covered with glass with no reflection.
So Grayson just sees them, everybody just standing there looking and like puzzled. And he peers his head around the door.
Benedict walks into the room.
Grayson slowly starts to follow.
All of the walls just turn into light, and there's this like a flashing word.
What's the word?
Bird is the word.
I knew someone had it.
You have languages?
I do. 12, 14.
Okay. The Riemann word. Well, it's a phrase actually. It says "enter query."
Can I see this from outside the room?
You can see that everything is lit up.
But I can't see the words.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, Grayson, he sees, obviously he can't read it. We've already established he doesn't read Riemann. But he can't read!
Knowledge is power.
Benedict's gonna look around look around the room
Okay.
with his mighty search. And he's going to get a 9, 11.
As you've stepped into the room, it looks like a small rectangle has detached from the side of the wall and has floated to right in front of you. And it has small little squares on it.
It's a keyboard.
It is. And so they're identifiable letters because...
Yes. There's a letter on each cube.
Demetrius is just standing outside, shaking his head, like slowly, like taking a step back.
I look to the next door around the circle, see if there's a slot on that one.
There is.
Okay. So I go back to the open door.
You don't want to look inside?
No. I haven't looked inside any of them yet. I don't know what y'all saw, obviously.
Wow, no one knows
Yeah.
except for ourselves.
I think that you saw my dad with a bullwhip.
But I know they opened this one because it's different.
Right.
Well, Grayson, he only looked in one, but he
That was enough.
yeah. He thinks he knows what's going on.
I go into the room. I see the... I wonder if I can read it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
Nope.
Nope. Not today.
You're amazed by this floating thing.
What does the floating thing look like?
Like just a rectangular with...
Yes.
Squares with
A
letters on it?
rectangular piece of bronze.
So it doesn't look to have any mechanical components.
Correct. There is like a flashing light on the top right corner of it.
Is it on a button or just a light?
It's just a light.
Is there anything written near the light, or is it just a random light
It
flashing?
seems like a random light, according to you.
I reach out
Okay.
and I touch one of the keys with the symbol on it.
That symbol appears next to where it says enter query.
I push a different one.
Another letter appears. Are you spelling out a word?
No, because at the moment I can't read Riemann.
So, but I can see him pressing one and it's showing up.
Yes.
Benedict kind of, again, that dawning, that realization, and kind of taps.
Love how he's the smart one right now.
It's like,
I'm like punching buttons like an ape here.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking a monkey sitting in front of a keyboard.
kind of taps Jorus on the shoulder.
Shakespeare will appear eventually.
And moves him out of the way and types the Riemann word for queen.
The last human queen of the pre-interstellar era was Queen Priscilla.
Would he be able to read the word interstellar?
No.
But I would be able to read the rest of it.
Yes.
You could sound it out, but it wouldn't make any sense.
Correct.
I just want to verify that.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like an unusual word to me.
So more gibberish just appears on the screen as he does that.
Benedict smiles and types Benedict.
An egg dish normally served with English muffins.
English or English?
English.
You don't know
I
English.
don't know English. I know English.
Did you see Benedict reacting to this? Have you stepped into the room yet?
No.
Also the
No.
name of a famous trader.
Trader or traitor?
Traitor.
Benedict looks and makes sure no one else is reading the screen.
I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
like trying to read it, but
Okay, then Benedict kind of shrugs and steps away.
At that moment, Grayson was looking out at Demetrius, shrugging his shoulders.
Demetrius is just like holding up his hand, like, no, I'm not going in that room.
Benedict walks out the open door and looks at the two of them and just kind of shrugs.
I grabbed the pen and paper, write a note to Benedict. What did it say?
Benedict translates what he can about Queen onto the paper.
Queen Priscilla.
Yeah.
Wrong queen. I write.
You leave out the part about the eggs?
Oh yeah, I'm not mentioning names. Okay, so I'll walk back in and type Queen. Do I know the Queen's name? Holy cow! I don't know the Queen's name. At no point has anybody ever told me. No,
They're just like, the Queen! The Queen! The Queen!
No, Walsham would have mentioned it to you.
Walsham would have mentioned.
Yeah.
Walsham would have mentioned
You
it
would
to
have known the queen.
So what is the Queen's name?
Beth.
Beth.
Ah, yes. So type Queen Beth. Enter. Or, the...
Please choose from the appropriate Queen Elizabeth. And it lists off about 45 different entries.
Any pictures?
Yes. Some look like paintings that you would know. Some look very, very detailed. Like almost realistic.
So I look at Jorus and shrug.
Do I recognize any of them?
No.
I just shake my head.
Demetrius is still out in his head, like...
So I don't recognize any of them, even from like old palace paintings.
Demetrius is gonna, like, turn around a little bit and, like, keep watch down the hall.
Now,
Either direction.
the words, are they only on one wall, or are they all the walls?
All the walls.
Oh, wow, okay. So does Grayson recognize any of those? Since I thought they were just on one wall and Grayson was not paying attention to that wall. If they're now popping up everywhere, Grayson's now paying attention to pictures that he can actually
You'd be
somewhat
able to see that from
understand.
outside.
No, I turned around and stopped looking in there.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Roll wit.
Yeah.
14.
The later Queen Beths actually start looking like Fae. And the most recently deceased Queen Beth looks like the woman you saw in the cell.
With the baby.
Like they're blood relatives.
Grayson is puzzled. He doesn't know what to make of that.
So he just kind of stands back and.
Well, he's looking at that.
Just staring at that one.
at that one picture.
So it says choose from the appropriate. Are there like numbers or symbols next to these or anything?
Yes.
Where are you standing in relation to Benedict? Or did you approach the wall or are you...
I guess
He was facing the door.
I was facing the door, but then I saw a picture start to pop up. Most like the way I envisioned it is he would have turned around directly to the wall that was straight into the room.
Okay.
So I had envisioned the words popping up on the original on the side.
Okay.
On one side. So, but I mean, that's up to your imagination.
I guess if the words are everywhere, I think Benedict would be looking around and notice Grayson looking at one of them and presses the key of the one next to that.
Okay.
And Grayson, not knowing how that thing works, was just sitting there contemplating one picture, and then what happens?
It pops up like
That one
Yeah,
blows up.
Yes.
All the rest of them disappeared. That one blows up.
Is there anything else? No, any new words or?
Yes.
Grayson like
bio.
jumps back and is like looking around like he looks frightened.
I can see Grayson being frightened by that.
He looks very frightened.
That's why Demetrius didn't go in there.
Queen Beth of the Fae was the last remaining of human stock in the new time stream as the hybrid's genetic makeup began overwhelming our original.
These still
Most of those words don't make any sense to you.
no. Other than Queen Beth of the Fae.
So the picture just blows up. There's no new like
Well,
images. That
You do
pop
see
up?
some new images, yes. You see an image of her standing with what looks like to be human feline hybrids in guard regalia. You see a star dying and what looks like a large tube moving away from it. You see Queen Beth holding what looks like royal ceremonies, blessing those who are leaving. And soon all that is left are the humans and one other group. And then you see the humans being left behind.
oh, I'm thoroughly confused now.
So is Grayson.
I think Benedict would actually try one more set of words.
Okay.
Queen Beth and Jelen.
Query not found.
Okay. And then kind of shrug and walk out of the room.
Jorus leaves the room as well because there's no information about his queen in there.
And Grayson is standing in the middle of the room, not knowing what to do. Like, he is totally befuddled.
Oh, before I leave the room, I take my sword and I tap the wall. See what it feels like.
A crack spiders its way across one of the walls.
From a gentle tap.
Yes.
Like, does it crack remain after I pull my sword away?
Yes.
Is it the wall that Grayson's staring at?
No.
Okay.
I tap the same spot a little bit harder.
That part of the wall goes black.
If we could talk, this would be a lot.
Yeah. So as I'm walking towards the door, I drag my sword along the wall.
Yeah, you just destroy that wall.
Okay with
And
me?
it gets noticeably darker in the room.
Yes.
Which snaps Grayson out of his whatever.
Ennui.
Yeah, and just turns and looks and like pushes past Jorus getting out of the room.
Okay.
I see him running out of the room.
Well, I'm not running. I'm not.
Like, moving briskly out of the room.
Are you still looking?
Yeah, he was still looking at it.
I was
guards?
keeping watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for that.
13.
Okay. Yeah, it's clear in one direction.
Search for the other one.
Okay.
Well, land on
12
the
again.
nub.
13.
13. Yeah, 13. Yeah, plus one on my page.
Sometimes it's easy to forget that.
It is. Yeah, it is.
No, not clear.
Not clear.
A guard with a hellhound.
Camera around the corner.
Yeah, coming around the bend.
Yell for help!
I like.
Well, I mean, Grayson coming out of the door would be looking right at it.
Yeah.
He would just like nod his chin towards the other direction and point, hoping that everyone saw.
So Grayson turns and looks that
And
way.
if they didn't see, I'd like tap him with the side of my arm or whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm raising my daggers, ready to do some damage.
Damage.
How far away is this guard?
Well, we can see him.
Yeah.
Around
So
the
he's not
curve.
very, so he's not very far. So I'm going to try to read his thoughts.
Okay.
He's not gonna like that.
15 plus resist. And resist is charm.
Ah. 5.
I got 27, so I think I got it.
Yeah. He's very intent on doing his job.
He should be able to
hasn't-
see us, right?
Oh yes, he sees you.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. What are his thoughts? Like, attack? Or?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
He wants to. His purpose in life is to eviscerate you,
Okay.
and his Hellhound's purpose is to assist.
Well, I knew that's the
Terrible
Hellhound's
purpose in
purpose.
life. Someone needs to find a new purpose in life.
Yeah.
He really lacks direction.
The Hellhound
No.
is like a whitish color with brown spots, and
Aww.
ears. They look like they've been docked,
He's talking about Missy.
and eyes that bug out of their head.
Definitely talking about Missy.
And you can see that the Hellhound is every once in a while just going like baring their front teeth.
Okay.
All right, I will allow us to all roll initiative.
And that's our agilities.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Cool. Do wild eyes do their thing?
No,
Okay. 13.
13. Johnny.
11.
The guard and hellhound.
8. And with that, we'll take a break.
As a geek with a life outside of gaming, it can be hard to stay informed. The Sometimes Geek podcast is your weekly update of all the major video game news, brought to you with the insight of an everyday gamer. Episodes are kept short and to the point, so you have more time to spend playing games instead of reading about them. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and at sometimesgeek.com. The Sometimes Geek podcast, because we can't be geeks all the time.
And we are back. Hellhound or high water?
Demetrius is going first.
Go, Demetrius. What do you want to do?
Throw a knife into its face.
Which face?
The guard's face.
Okay. The guard, he likes the idea of dodging.
Well,
He does not want a knife in the face.
No, knives in the face are not really his thing.
well,
He typically likes long walks on the beach.
I want a knife in his face, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. You and I won't be friends anymore, though.
I mean, where were you before? Me and the guard, anyways. That was not very good.
Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna die.
So I got a 10,
Doesn't matter.
15.
so I do not hit him.
No. Dagger goes whizzing by. Who's up next?
Brother Benedict.
Bro Bennett.
How good are you at a ricochet shot? It's not a very big hallway.
Which one of them looks more intimidating, the guard or the hellhound?
Oh, the guard.
Alright, then Benedict's going to move up to the guard. Because he likes the challenge. And attempt to thwack it with his staff.
Whack it with a stick.
15, 17.
I rolled a 1.
20. Oh, okay. 7d for damage.
Okay.
I guess I'm not gonna whack it, I'm gonna like just stab him in the chest
With the pointy end?
with the pointy end. 27.
12.
Wow.
Mortally wounded.
Mortally.
Now we have a loose hellhound.
So, yeah, loose Hellhound.
I don't.
How does the hellhound react to them?
Dang it, I can't talk.
Hellhound is very mad at you. But I don't think it's the Hellhound's turn.
It's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Can't
It is Grayson's turn.
But we'll say that the Hellhound, it looks like it's about to attack you.
No, the hell looks like it's about to go to sleep.
Okay.
Yay!
It's against 10 plus whip roll.
Oh, it's a good thing that's really smart. Oh my, okay, yeah. I see 3 sixes.
18, 28, 29.
4.
So I needed a 14 and I got a 29.
So this is what I see happening. Like, we're in this hallway, the guard's coming up, Demetrius throws a knife, Brother Benedict, immediately after the knife is thrown, goes and stabs the guard in the chest while he's dodging. And then immediately, both the guard and the dog fall to the ground.
Yeah.
So it looks like the life of the guard was connected to the hellhound's life.
Like, visually, that's how it looks.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That was easy.
Just for
Search
good
the body.
measure, Grayson's gonna go up with a crossbow bolt and just put it into the neck of the hellhound.
Poor Missy.
I am.
Oh, my dog.
I want to search the body.
Okay.
Oh, you search the body.
I searched the body.
Cavity search.
Yeah, pretty much.
23.
What do you want to find?
Things I'm specifically looking for are keys,
Yes.
any kind of torch or light of some sort. You know, that things that will be useful in exploring.
You find a stick that glows. Or you push a slide thing, and there's the
And light
glows.
comes out. Okay, I keep that.
What did this guard look like?
It's smaller than Minotaur.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else, I motion ladder.
Grayson had already gone there.
Oh, by yourself?
Walking that direction past every...
Okay. You see another guard now.
I pick up my dagger on the way following him.
This hellhound looks a lot shaggier. Silver colored.
Sleep.
Just cast and sleep immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I guess I have to roll for both of them.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my gosh, Grayson's
Wow.
Not playing around. Grayson is done with his place.
Not.
He is done with
Well,
his
that's
place.
for
15,
the first one.
20,
one on the wild die. For the
Plus-
dog. The dog's
dog.
18 is... Oh, 38.
Plus 4 is
42.
42.
He's a hero, my
That
friend.
is
Yeah,
a
he
heroic
does.
roll.
Oh, but it's plus 2 per target, so... What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
On his mind. On the one bad that he had.
Okay.
So I needed to roll 13.
Wow, the guard's done too.
Guard rolled a 6.
Both
So,
asleep. They both just kind of collapse.
Have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
You should. It's like 11
It's- yeah.
walking through the halls, just boom.
Okay. It is on my list. I just haven't...
No. It should be at the top of your watch list. Anyway, now that we've done rearranging Jeremy's priorities,
Rearranging my Netflix queue. That's the title of this episode.
you reach the entrance to the ring, like back to the ladder.
alright, is it still pitch black and...
In the tunnel,
So,
yes.
tube?
Yes.
Alright, I take the glowy stick
Okay.
and I shine it in the tube,
Okay.
and I shine it up,
Okay.
and I shine it down.
Do you guys really just pass over the 2 extra guards that
See,
just randomly
it-
fell
pretty
asleep
much.
and just...
We're not even questioning things anymore.
Pretty much.
No, Demetrius literally isn't questioning things anymore.
Yeah,
Like, he saw those things through the,
Oh, no, that's- no, you're right.
holes in the door, and
I
he's
did
just
not
like,
find keys or a map.
Correct.
I am going to search that body.
Okay.
That is true. 12.
Now, I do want to point out that when you guys asked if there was a lock, I said no,
Yeah.
but they have keypads on them.
Well, we wouldn't know what those
Exactly. But
Right.
It just looks like buttons or something like
are. Well, it
Rectangle-
just looks...
rectangles
like
with
we- I don't-
squares on them. So there would be no keys on the bodies.
But I wouldn't know that. I would still search for the keys.
Right.
Alright,
You find what looks like some salted meat. So
I smell it.
it smells nasty.
Like rancid? Or-
Yes.
Okay, then I just toss it. So yeah, don't find anything. Go to the tunnel, shine the light up, shine the light down. What do I see? Does the light go?
It fades out into the darkness.
Can I see where the next branch elf is
Yes,
with that light?
you can.
Is there any way, is there like a loop or anything on it so I could tie it to my belt?
There's a hook, yes.
I tie it to my belt so it's pointed down with the light shining on.
Okay.
So it's on while I'm climbing.
Alright.
I take it I'm still leading the way down the ladder, right?
he went down first.
I get to the
I mean,
next...
if Grayson doesn't know what to do, so if everybody goes down,
I'm
he's
looking for the
gonna
queen.
follow. He's gonna follow everybody down. Grayson's really trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
I'm still singularly focused. I need to find the queen.
Alright. So you want to go down to the second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the second one.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and get off at that point?
Yeah, is it the same setup?
Not exactly. It seems like there are some cells, yes, but there are more doors that do not have slots in them.
And lights come on when you...
Yes.
Are there ones with slots in them?
A couple, but not as many.
Are they like evenly spaced out? Like slot, no slot, no slot, slot? Or is it...
It seems like there is one room with slots and then 3 rooms without.
So 4 total rooms. Grayson's going to open the slot on the door.
Okay.
Look in.
So it looks like there is a woman standing in the room. Her back is towards you, but it looks like her head is twisted around to face the door. And the face keeps changing. First it looks like pictures of the queen that you've seen. Then it looks like a serving girl from the 7 stars.
Ooh, okay, whoa. Pictures of which queen?
Queen Beth.
Okay.
Our queen?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we were just in the room.
Yes,
with
there's a whole bunch of
Yes.
queens. Yes. A room of queens. No, this is the face of your queen, Beth. And then a face of one of the serving girls from the 7 stars. And then the face of Haley. And it just seems to be like rotating, morphing from one to the other to the other.
So just those 3, or those are the 3 that I recognize?
Those are the 3 that you recognize.
So there's others that I don't recognize.
Correct.
I mean, he's going to get Jorus's attention.
Obviously not saying anything because there's no sound still, I'm assuming.
Correct. No sound.
Right. So, and he motions for him to look through the slot.
Okay, I look through the slot.
You see the exact same thing.
When I see the queen's face, I immediately try to open the door.
The handle doesn't budge.
I kick the door.
Okay. The door would open outwards, like you could tell by looking at the hinges.
Okay, so the hinges are on the outside.
Yes.
I take my knife
Okay.
and try to pop the hinge.
Do you have like any kind of technical skill? I think that would be it sounds like to me an agility. Yeah, someone else would.
I have pick locks under wit, repair, and navigation.
I'm assuming that our lockpicking skills in where we are going to do us
Well, I'm trying to pop
right,
the hinges.
Right.
Repair is under wit, but I have my clockmaking under agility.
Okay.
So I rolled 7 on my agility.
Not good enough. The knife seems to slip.
Grayson wanted to look through again. Can he see? Is there a way to open it from the inside? Or
No, there's no way to open it from the inside. It looks like there's only a handle on the outside.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep trying to get that hinges off
Okay.
until somebody stops me.
Well, I'll walk over and like tap you gently on the shoulder to get your attention, like back far enough so I don't get stabbed.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. That's good enough to pop it out, enough for you to pull up and remove the hasp and the hinge.
what else is in that room?
Like a pallet made out of straw, stuck into a bag kind of thing.
So, from all that we have seen so far, once we descended the ladder, that seems out of place.
There's a bucket.
So I pull the hinge pin, try to just get that side of the door open.
Okay.
Yes. As soon as I get the hinges off, I'm going to open this door.
Okay. You're able to get it off.
Open the door. The queen's still in there, or the rotating face, I should say.
There is a person in there, yes.
So you don't go in immediately?
First thing I do is look, and then I'm going in. Yes.
Grayson is going into.
Okay.
What else can he see
In the room?
now?
There's a tray on the floor with what looks like some half-eaten lentil stew. There is the bucket. There's the pallet, and it looks like a blanket.
But this is in the room. The floor is still metal. The walls are still okay.
Correct.
I mouth, Your Majesty.
Does not acknowledge you.
No response whatsoever from this person.
Correct.
Okay.
This person's head is facing the wrong direction.
Correct.
Grayson's going to circle around like the person cautiously. He's got his both hands on his crossbow.
Okay.
But he's like circling all the way around.
Okay. She seems perfectly normal except for the fact that her head is backwards.
Do I recognize any of the faces besides the queen's?
Go ahead and make a roll for that. That would be a wit roll, I would imagine.
Nope.
4.
No. You think one might look like a maid in waiting that you knew, but you never really saw her face, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to see magic aura
Okay.
on this person. Because there's something magic keeping them alive. Their heads turn around backwards. And I don't want to dispel the magic and them die if I can't heal them first. 20. So, see magic aura on this person.
You see the magic aura.
What kind of magic aura is it?
It seems to be a face spell of preservation.
Around the body, like on the body is it?
Yes.
Okay. So the person themselves is not a fae.
Correct.
Okay.
But they're dead.
Can I tell that they're dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, their body is dead, but something has been done to them to make them unstable, so that they're continually shifting one way or another. And it looks like that they died from their neck being broken.
I chopped the head off the being.
Okay, go ahead and roll swords.
Benedict never came into the room. So,
Well, that was a crappy roll. 10.
You go to swing your sword and it stops in midair.
Like it hits
Right,
something?
like
or
right
I
where
just
the-
can't swing it anymore.
Right where the aura is. Like it just stops. Target number was 15.
I'm going to look at Brother Benedict and hold up my weapons and then point that way, the way that we just came down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like, and I'm going to point at myself and then point the other way.
So you guys want to circle around and meet on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the body the same body as the queen?
No.
Okay. I didn't, yeah.
We'll let the magic users deal with the magic.
So it's just the face that ends up looking like
The queen.
Other people, yes.
the queen, the other people. But would Grayson be able to tell the same thing, that obviously is not Haley?
Yeah, you can tell that it's a different person.
Okay.
The body's completely different.
Yes. So you guys are you're splitting up and you're going opposite directions.
Yeah, that's always a great idea.
Wonderful.
seemed like a good idea when he suggested it.
I mean,
Well, I can't.
this is also the guy that burned down the entire city.
That thinks everyone would leave the two of them alone together.
In the name of progress.
Both times the things have gone very wrong.
And it's not because I'm not thinking it through. It's
Well, I mean, like, the best way would be for you to both circle and stay guard at the top of the ladder.
Good times.
But
So anyway,
well, my initial thought was just keep a lookout that way, but then he started walking. I was like, okay, I'll go the other way.
we'll deal with you first.
You will be dealt with.
I will.
Okay, so you're heading back towards the...
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to go past that?
We're going to go to it and like look
up and down.
up and down to
Still
see
dark.
if anything's to see if I can see anything coming.
Just a ladder.
So there's no light from
No light from the tunnel.
the
Completely
tunnel.
black.
Okay.
There is a ladder.
I'm a moron. I just realized what I should have cast light on.
The ladder.
The ladder.
I almost suggested it earlier, but I was like, he won't figure it out.
We love you anyway, John. Let's talk to Demetrius.
Seeing that I can't see anything beyond
Say that again one more time.
Very slowly.
Seeing that there is very little to see.
Okay, you're going to continue through the ring.
Yeah, but like occasionally looking back towards the opening in case someone comes through the opening.
So you find another door that doesn't have the food hole or anything like that.
Okay. It's just a door, like upstairs.
Correct.
I pass by it.
You keep on going.
Yeah. Until I bump into him or someone else.
All right, so you were going the opposite direction, Benedict.
Yes.
You also come across another door.
Is there anything remarkable about the door?
It looks like it's half open.
In or out?
Out.
Is there any light coming out of the door?
Yes.
I think Benedict's going to move to the other side of the door and, like, knock it open with his staff, push it the rest of the way open. Like,
Stand against the wall. And,
yeah. So I'm kind of,
So you're against the wall when the door wall.
yeah.
It's full of books.
There's nothing other than the books in there.
Not that you can see.
Yeah, even if Benedict walks in
Okay.
and starts reading the titles of the books.
Pretty easy.
Okay.
They're Riemann texts. Religious texts.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay. So I'm going to select one. I mean, are they all the exact same, or are they...
They're all different.
I think I would pull one off and start kind of flipping through it.
Okay. Seems like you see something out of the corner of your eye.
I look.
It's your master.
Master! And so I start kind of like holding my hands up, like pointing at him, just...
He takes a book off of a shelf and he goes to a writing bench, a writing desk, puts it down, opens it up, and starts penning in what looks like information you are not familiar with.
Does he respond to me being there at all?
He smiles at you.
No. I'm going to stand over his shoulder and watch.
It looks like he's writing down doctrine that he taught you
In the Riemann.
in the Riemann religious text.
Did I see the title of the book that he pulled off?
No.
Does the book all look to be written by a single author, or does it look to have multiple authors?
It looks like it has multiple authors. Like the handwriting that he's before what he was adding was different than his.
I think I'm going to read what he's writing. But it's stuff that he taught me, right?
For the most part, yes.
For the most part.
At one point, he draws a line and he begins writing a text concerning mirrors.
I am very interested in what he's writing, and so I'm going to sit down next to him. Actually start copying it onto another sheet of paper.
Okay. And it is directions on how to use a mirror to specifically travel to a desired location.
And this is something that he didn't teach me.
No.
Good. Because that would have been weird. Okay.
The whole time.
Really? I'm going to reach out and touch my master's hand to get his attention.
Okay.
And point at the text that he's writing and kind of write onto my piece of paper, where did you learn this?
How do you think I got to your world?
My world now? Question mark? Or my world when you found me?
I'll find you in the future.
I think Benedict would be confused, but would still write something along the lines of, I would like that. I would like to learn more.
He shakes his head. You will only learn what you know now.
Okay, question mark. I will see you when we meet again.
I look forward to meeting that little boy.
Do the words they're writing in the book float up into the air?
Good question.
No, they do not.
Oh.
The ones in your book do.
Are his responses to his questions in his book or on library book?
They're each writing in their own book.
Does he look to be like super engrossed in his writing, or is he going to stop?
He seems very engrossed in his writing.
Okay. Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to carry the book that I picked up with me and walk out of the room.
Okay. It's not the same book that he has.
No.
Okay. You feel a wad of paper hit the back of your head.
I turn around.
He's holding up a single sheet of parchment that says, "She hasn't much time."
I'm going to turn back around and write, where is she?
Down.
I'm going to grab that sheet of paper and run back out the room to where I last saw Jorus go into.
Okay.
So, in that room, how old does that lentil soup look? And what is in the bucket?
The lentil soup looks like it's more than a week old. It's got some fuzz growing.
Okay, alright.
The bucket has bloody human waste in it.
And so, Grayson is motioning to Jorus, trying to communicate that the body he thinks is already dead.
That's actually why I was trying to decapitate it, is to break, the spell simply.
And he's pointing to moldy food in the bucket. I mean, like, pretty much motioning that's like, there's nothing we can do here. They're dead. whoever this is, motioning, like saying faces, and he's
Like,
like putting
essentially,
hands
what
around
I
his
was attempting to do with the decapitation was stop the desecration. Was my thought process behind that, because like, they're dead, but they're being tortured still.
Sounds good. So you're running back to them. Are you going the same path, or are you going around the far way?
You continuing around the circle, or are you
Oh
going
no,
backwards?
I'm coming backwards the way that I.
Okay. So you don't run into him.
No.
He just keeps on going. Do you keep on going until you meet the room again? Like the room where you...
Well, he was running to the library first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he would.
So the question is, how long does it take for him to go around with Brother Benedict still be in the library while he's walking around? Because, I mean, he was in there for at least a couple minutes.
Right. As you're coming around to it, Brother Benedict, you can see him running the opposite direction away from you. Like, you get there just in time to see him just start sprinting around the corner.
I guess I would, like, stop and look behind me. Did I see anything behind me?
Nope.
You just see him running out of an open door.
So I would look back to where he went, kind of, like, halfway peer into the room. Do I see anything?
Just books.
Kind of get a puzzled look on my face and pick up my pace following
Okay.
after
You don't
him.
go in the room just a little bit to look around a
No,
little
I'm
bit?
not going to go in the room.
Ain't no going in.
I've seen what's in these rooms. They're lies. They're lies and memories. And memories of lies.
Futures or pasts? Past futures.
Or is it all just one mind freak? Someone
We've
should
had enough of that.
Someone should ask the person who wrote the adventure what they were thinking. But at this point, we're going to leave on a cliffhanger with you running around the hall and you chasing after him, and you two trying to figure out how to de-desecrate a body. And we're going to call it a week. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.